Hey everyone, let's take a look at Megapolis City by LEGO Monkie Kid. This is set number 80054. Contains 2,330 bricks, retails for $189.99, and this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. Well, just first impressions, it is bright and colorful, and we got all sorts of stuff. I got a Ferris Wheel, a tree hanging off of it, a bird. Comes with several minifigures. We'll take a look at those in a bit. And there's just so much going on here. And yes, this is the 5th anniversary of, I guess, this theme. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Monkie Kid. And let's take a look at the back of the box. And this is a very big, heavy box. So it is what it is. It's just a large build. I'm not sure what it is, but it is modular. So I'm assuming that you can rearrange all the builds and stuff like that into any other configuration. Now, I'm hoping that the build on this is modular, because I don't think I can sit there and build this thing in one sitting. That'd be a lot of parts. Well, let's open it up and see what contents are inside. Alright, let's see what we got in here. I got a brand new blade in that baby, so now we don't have to worry about me fighting the tape. Now, I may bump into the camera or the microphone, so you have been forewarned, because this is probably packed very tight. Oh yeah, look at all that. It is packed tight. Oh, we got a box within a box. Oh, I hate when LEGO does that. Why? Because now I gotta stop and take a look. Looks like it's probably one of those boxes you'd pack cookies or donuts in, huh? Well, let's just pour this one out because it's sealed. Oh, there's the tape. Well, I thought I was done with the box cutter. Well, not today. Not today. Here we go. Let's dump it out. Well, now I'm not sure how many bags are in here, but don't worry, because we got plenty of stuff falling on the floor here. So if you're going to unbox this, make sure you have it in a big area, like a big dining room table or on the floor or your workbench. Yeah. I'm not sure. Oh, we got more things. And this is heavy here, so I bet you anything there's probably a bunch of stickers in the bottom of this. And lost the box. Well, almost lost the box cutter. Since 2024 is approaching, I'll be dumping my tax paperwork in this. Alright. Oh yeah, look at all that there. Any more stickers in there? No? Or anything like that? Okay. So first thing we're going to do is take a look at the print work. This is a sheet of vinyl. I got a lot of smoke there, huh? I was going to say something, but some people have been hitting the pen with that, huh? And stickers. You don't get one, not two, but 3 sheets of stickers. I mean, it's colorful looking, but well, I haven't started building it. I can't ding it off, but I can tell you right now, this is going to get a few points dinged off just for stickers alone. And we have, well, if I can get them organized here, the building guides. So I pretty much have the same thing on there. Alrighty, let's see here. Trying to find Monkie Kid. It doesn't tell you, it just starts right on in with bag 1, but it shows you the modular part there. I was hoping it would tell me how many bags there were in this. Well, let's take a look at the manual too then. Hey, we're just doing the whole unbox and we're doing the whole thing. I'm not going to unbag all this. You'll have to watch my second channel for that. And the reason being is, well, guess what? Because I don't want to get lost and forgetting everything where it goes. I'm trying to find it here. Alright, so it looks like we stop at bag 26. Alright, well, I gotta figure out how I want to break this down to build it, because I'm not building this in one installment. I'm going to build this in probably like 3 or 4 installments. And yeah, just a quick preview of the parts. From what I can tell, it looks like mostly common stuff that I've seen before. But I'm just looking at the bags. I haven't opened anything yet, so I don't know. I see a dark brown door frame in there. I can always use those for my creations. Yeah, I mean, whoever gets this set's probably going to have a lot of fun just by opening up the box and seeing the bags rain out. Well, I'm going to head over to my second channel and build this, probably in several installments. So those will be leaked out throughout the day. And then I'll come back here and we'll take a look at the final product and we'll take a closer look. Let's have a look at the 17 figures. Right in front and center we have Monkey Kid, nice printwork for the torso, but sadly the flag is a sticker. Next we have me and Pigsy, Mr. Tang, the almighty Monkey King. Then we have the White Bone Demon. Ooh, sounds scary. Then we have Sandy and Mo. Looks like he's holding a baby bottle, maybe to feed Mo, we don't know. And then we have the Spider Queen and Auntie Tai, Evil Macque, if I'm saying that right. Then we have Lee with all the stuff on his back, and yes, he's hunched over, but he's got a plate full of noodles, and that kept falling out. At least he's got him in his bowl now, and he's got a phone and stuff like that. Then we have Lady Yu, some weird swear thing called 20 Gong, or 2D Gong, I'm not sure what that is. And then we have the Gold and Silver Horn Demons. Then finally we have Red Sun. Now, I don't know what all these figures do. I don't watch the animation on this, but they do have a nice set of print work for the torsos, and most of them do have double-sided heads. I think a few of them have single-sided heads. Other than that, though, they are a nice set of figures. Here we are at the Megapolis City, and yes, it's, if you want to call it a city, it's different, obviously. And we have plenty of accessories and minifigures and stuff throughout the whole build. And we have, I think, a noodle bar. We got a butcher shop. Looks like we got a shoe shop here, or a shoe store. A lot of these buildings, I don't know what they are, to be honest. We have an elevator here. And there's a knob here you can turn if I can find it. And this goes up. It's very stiff, though. So this is not something I really want to tinker around with here. Let me pull this off so I can get this guy off here, and we'll just do a quick demonstration here. So see, this will go up and down, and I think it can hold up to a minifigure. How do the minifigures get off? Through these holes. Unfortunately, there's nothing connecting it. Right here you're going to have to jump in this area here just to get onto the step, and it just kind of looks unfinished, but the elevator's pretty cool. Let me get this thing to go down here wherever it's at, or did it get stuck again? And that's probably one of the things, though. This is, there we go. Now we got it to go down. So it functions, but it's kind of sloppy. Over here we have a record store, and looks like this may be a candy shop. I don't know what this is, maybe some jewelry store. And up here we got a Ferris Wheel, and I believe that this is for Pigsy, the butcher shop up here. Ferris Wheel, does it work? Here, I'll show you. It doesn't spin freely. Some of the minifigures will fall off, so obviously this is not safe at all, especially for the figures. We'll set her there, and you can just see here things will bind up, and well, probably because she's sitting there. And overall it looks like it's about to fall down. So see right here, I don't know. Not much going on here. Here's the back, and as you can see, it's open. And here's the elevator. You can see it go up and down here. And maybe for smaller hands, you can reach in the back of these buildings and play with them, or just as is. Now these do pop off, so everything here is modular. So stuff like this can be removed and reconfigured. So you can pretty much come up with different layouts and stuff like that for this. And for the most part though, it's an interesting build. Well, let's take a closer look. So I think this is supposed to be a noodle bar, I don't know. And as you can tell, there's a lot of stuff going on here, but it's just a bit crowded. There's the graphical sticker for the elevator, and that goes up here. And that little knob right there is what we turn. I like this classic space logo on here. Unfortunately, that is a sticker. Almost everything you see is stickers. Like this is all stickers up here. The billboard sign is a sticker. Here's the record shop. There is a lot of good ideas in the set for other builds. There's the tilting Ferris wheel that's unsafe. And sorry about the saturation of light. And there's the antenna, goes right up into my lamps. I got to be careful with that. And I kind of wish all this stuff was printed. Really, there's only two sides that you really can play with. Got some stairs just randomly go into nowhere. And I think this is just meant for you to reconfigure to your own creations and ideas and stuff. Like your own layout. And we got a nice tree up here. Surprisingly, that's pretty strong. I hadn't had anything come apart when I was messing around with it. And we're in the back side now. And we're roasting something here. Not sure what's in there. Probably some kind of doctor's office. I don't know what half these rooms are. We got some packages in there. And here's the back side of, what's his name, Pigsy's butcher shop. We got a turkey hanging in there. And if you watch the live or the recorded streams, there's the vape thing. I'm hoping this turns out fine. Trying a slightly different setup. But the back is left open, so it's not one of these sets that has the enclosed back. Now this thing is tall, but I'll refrain from voicing my opinions until the end. Let's see right here, you can attach more stuff down here if you desire, and stuff like this just comes off. And yeah, you can see how much this thing leans. And I checked my work, and it would spin better, but it just tilts. Looks like this was just thrown in there. For the most part though, a lot of interesting things to do. Let's take a closer look at that record shop again. That's got some nice turntables in there. Right down in there. You get two of them. Probably for the silver and gold demons. Maybe they're DJs. I don't know. I've never seen the anime. Backside of the jewelry shop. And if you notice, I'm all over the place. That's because there's just so much stuff to look at in here. And will this set keep a child entertained? Most likely. For an adult, well, I'll have to hear my thoughts on that. Making sure I covered everything. It looks like I have. I like this bird, duck, whatever that is on the top. You gotta love my curd reviews. I mean, I just hit the record and just go with it. You know, this is looking at it from a new perspective. Look at all the minifigures that have fallen over. But you do get a lot of minifigures. I think it was 15 in total. But let's see this elevator go up again in close-up mode. And now it's really acting stiff. It's stiff. It's, you know, you can see it going up here, and it'll hang, and it won't go down until you push it down a little bit until it goes back down. It's not really planned out very well. But what are my thoughts on this set? Well, here's my thoughts. Let's start with build experience for the review, and at the beginning it was pretty interesting. It kept my interest, but throughout the build it was non-stop stickers, and that's the main killer for this set. There's just so many stickers, probably about 75, 80 stickers. It was just plentiful. If you like putting stickers on, this is the set for you. But if you're like me and you don't like putting stickers all over your parts, yeah, well, we'll save that for the final assessment. Now, build quality, it's okay. I'd say it's more average, like this antenna on the top falls off. I've had this piece here come off while I was moving this, and there's just plenty of accessories like minifigures. That book that's back up in here, stuff can easily get lost, so nothing's really going to be fixed down. Some accessories are fixed to the structure. So for the most part, it's average. I didn't really have anything major, catastrophic, fall apart, collapse, or anything like that, so it's pretty sound. One thing this set does have going for it is play values. You saw through the tour, there's plenty of things to do. And in addition, it is bright and colorful. Lots of stuff, lots of accessories, and it's really cool just to look at from a kid's perspective. From an adult, do you want my honest truth? It just looks junky. I don't know, when I first started building, I was like, oh, it's not too bad, but it just seems kind of cluttered and junky. Now, I'm sure you can detach all this stuff and spread it out. It'd be a nice little mini city. But for me personally, it just seems really crowded and random, just like somebody took a bunch of smaller builds and just slapped them together. You know? So that's, yeah, from my perspective, it just looks it just looks too crowded. For city drop-in value, I'm going to say it's lacking. Some of these buildings are open back as well as the main thing here. And this would not look good if this was sitting in the city and you got this exposed. I'm sure one could come in here and fill all this in, but yeah. And one thing I forgot to mention though is this Ferris wheel just seems a bit sloppy too. I mean, it doesn't really spin freely, and it just, I don't know, it just, if you look right here on the side profile, it just kind of just sagging a bit. I don't know, I'm not too happy with the set overall, but it's cool to look at. For a mock builder's perspective, there is a nice good selection of parts, but for the value of this set of $189.99, it's about average for the parts. My final score is going to be an 8.3 out of 10. Why the major dings? First off, I had some of these transparent elements come in scratched. Had a few things fall off. Nothing major, but the main killer on this set is the stickers. I'm still overwhelmed by the stickers. And just imagine when I part this out, I'm going to have to rip all that off. And yes, I will be doing that too. I just wasn't a fan of all the stickers. But nonetheless, it's not a bad build for a young builder. Now, this set is rated for ages 10 and up. I think that's kind of pushing it for the lower end of the scale, because for me personally, this is something maybe a 15, 16-year-old kid would enjoy. A 10-year-old, I'm going to have a feeling that she or he is going to struggle with this build a bit. As an adult, I was starting to get exhausted at the end of the build. It was just massive. But from a kid's perspective, this would look really fun in a collection, especially if he or she is into Monkie Kid. But for me personally, from just looking at it from the eyes of an adult, I'm going to stay away from this one here. But tell me what you think of the set.